SpongeBob SquarePants Underpants Slam is a more forgotten and lesser talked about SpongeBob game, which is exclusive to Xbox consoles, and it released on the Xbox Live Arcade in 2007. Developed by Blitz Arcade and published by THQ, this is a decent game, and while it's not perfect, I'd say it's worth picking up on a sale. Story-wise, there's almost nothing here. Apparently, you're on TV as part of a Underpants collecting contest, and that's pretty much it. There are no cutscenes or even info blurbs in between levels, and the only real story is told by the talking fish dude, and he has a couple seconds of dialogue before every level. So yeah, this game has no real story, which begs the question, is the gameplay of Underpants Slam enough to carry it? Overall, for a 2007 arcade game, sure, this isn't something to play all day, I admit, but I think this was designed to be a pick up and go, play with your friends, family kind of game, if that makes sense, and it does a decent job at being a simple arcade game. You have your choice of 4 characters right off the bat: SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, and Sandy, with Plankton unlockable by beating the main quest mode with any character. Anyways, after you've chosen your favorite character, sadly no Squidward option, you then play through 9 pretty easy and simple levels with them. Well, technically there are only 3 levels: the Krusty Krab, Atlantis, and the Floating Dutchman ship, but they all have 3 versions which are harder than the previous. Anyways, the goal is to collect 99 pairs of underwear before your timer runs out. Now, you start off with a minute on the clock, and it winds down over time, but in quest mode, you add 3 seconds to the clock for every undergarment that you grab, and you also add time on the clock by grabbing optional medals, but more on those later. Back to underwear, some are just lying around, and you run over a pair to pick them up. But jellyfish can grab these and move them around, and you'll have to fight a jellyfish by punching them or doing a jump slam attack on them to make them drop the tidy whites. Also, some pants of the under variety are hidden in crates and shining items in the background, and you break them by doing a jump slam, and you do this by double tapping on the green A button. There are also HP pickups that you can grab in case you receive damage by getting shocked by a jellyfish, or if you fall off the map, and you respawn and lose 1 bubble, which represents HP whenever you fall off of a level. That said, HP power-ups would glitch out on the rare occasion and not work, but they mostly worked well. As for other power-ups, you can grab a floating question mark, which will give you a random power-up or a power down, with power-ups being something like a shield or a temporary speed boost. Meanwhile, a power down could make you move slow or invert your movement. Switching back to go a bit deeper into combat, I already covered the jump slams. You also have basic punches and basic combos, although melee hit markers with SpongeBob in particular could be a bit finicky. Also, every character has a special move, charged by collecting stuff, fighting jellyfish, and destroying items. And when your special move is charged, you can press X to release a super underwhelming group attack. The 4 default characters all have a reskin of a move that's basically them swinging around some sort of a object fitting to their character, like a spatula for SpongeBob or a giant fist for Sandy. Except for Plankton, his special attack is a beam attack in a single direction. And yeah, that is the combat in this game explained, pretty simple stuff. Anyways, going back to medals, whenever you first play a level, there are 5 bronze medals scattered around, and if you collect all 5, when you go back to play the level again, they have turned to silver. Collect all the silver medals in a level, then you can replay the levels and get gold medals. I'm not really sure what happens from there, as I didn't feel like 100%ing this game, but you can get an achievement for getting all the gold medals, and this does add some degree of replay value. And yeah, I would say that mostly wraps up the main mode. You can knock out all of the levels with one character in maybe an hour and a half, and you get an achievement for beating the campaign with all 5 characters. But since there's not any end cutscene for beating the campaign, or any real reward besides getting plankton, I didn't see any reason to beat this game 4 more times. Apart from the main mode, there's a time mode, where you play through all 9 levels, but you have a fixed 3-minute limit, and collecting underpants does not grant you additional time. Now, this game actually does have a multiplayer mode, via local split screen and online versus, which honestly surprised me a bit. Anyways, there are 2 game types, Slam mode and Tag mode. In Slam mode, the goal is to collect the most underpants of any player. The Tag mode is the same thing, but if another player hits you, you cannot collect any underwear until you hit another player, kind of like a game of tag. My wife and I played 2 matches of each MP mode, and we overall had fun. And there are even a couple of achievements linked to multiplayer, believe it or not. And that is all of the game modes. This game does have leaderboards, but they seem to be a little iffy these days. You can also watch the credits and adjust some basic settings. Not much more to say for this game. It ran well outside of the aforementioned minor issues, and it looks good enough graphically. The soundtrack is okay, and the VAs are fine. All things said, Underpants Slam is a short and simple XBLA game. It's pretty basic, but it is fun enough, and I give it a 7.4 out of 10 by my grade scale. Plus, it comes with a couple of gamer picks, which is a nice bonus. Not the best XBLA title, but it's not bad for a licensed kids game, especially when you consider that in 2007, arcade games had to be pretty small due to small hard drives and Xbox mandates. Of course, later in the 360's life, they pretty much removed the XBLA size limit, but it started out pretty small, and I believe the size limit was 150 megabytes when this game released. Alrighty, as far as a similar game I could recommend, I haven't played them much, but maybe Cobalt and or Small Arms. They seem kinda similar based off my limited playtime, but being honest, I can't really think of a game that's really similar to Underpants Slam off the top of my head. This really is a more unique experience. And that is all from me for today. Thanks for watching and for putting up with my bad voice. It really does mean a lot. For those who are new here, I mostly review and discuss Xbox 360 games, so feel free to sub if that sounds interesting. And follow me on GameRam for hints at upcoming videos and behind the scenes stuff. As far as our Bible verse of the day, I read Genesis 1:31 NIV. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the 6th day. And, like always, none of my vids are made by AI. Keep YouTube human and only watch man-made videos. And I never consent for my voice and likeness to be copied, modified, and altered by AI in any way. God bless, Jesus loves you, keep the 360 alive, peace. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants and yellow and porous and I forgot the words of the song.